to weather the storm. Weather the storm. So, you may think it's a coincidence that they are talking about weathering the storm. Okay? You live on a water cycle, what you are calling Earth, Tiamat, Gaia, whatever you want to call where you are right now, whether you want to call it a planet, whether you want to call it some world. You live in a world, a collective of many things, geographical locations, or what you call locations, or states of nations. And all these are locations, okay? Whether you are on the East Antarctica or whichever side you are, these are just directions. So, since you live on a water cycle, aka your planet, your star, your chakra, by default you go through what you call different phases, aka seasons, and you can see them. You have spring, you have autumn, you have fall or winter, okay? You can see the systems, aka you can see the transitions or the movement or the rotations of the star that you are on, okay? It's natural, it's common sense, you can see it. You can go outside and see it for yourself. You can go outside and decide, oh, it's time for the rains. You can go outside and say, oh, it's time for the sun to shine. You can go outside and say, oh, it's time when we are very separate, aka those two water bodies, aka our sun, the sun's consciousness, its chakra, and our consciousness, Tiamat, Earth, Gaia, they are a little bit distant. So it's fall season. So it's cold season. So things are freezing. Or in us here, it's winter time. When we are very separate from that planet, from that chakra, okay, what you call the sun is consciousness. It's further away. So it's fall, okay, to understand the natures. So, since as above, so below, you also have to understand that you have your seasons. Okay? You have to know when is your season to shine or to flourish. When is your season when you have to participate, but you'll be going through weathers. You need to weather the storm. Okay? But as you are weathering the storm, since now you know, okay, you know where your Chiron is at, you know where your Juno is at. We are talking about now the asteroids on your astrological zodiac sign. We are talking about Ceres, okay? So now you're even going deeper. You know even now where the asteroids, the planets of things like Chiron, which gave you the Quran, okay? An asteroid of mistakes to come and correct mistakes, okay? So in your astrological house, where your Chiron be, that is how you like looking at mistakes. You are here to correct mistakes. So you play out those natures, those houses in your zodiac sign, na vitu kaa hizo. Or kama your gifts and talent, ukitoka kwa zodiac, si lazima saa zote ikuwe kwa zodiac. Sasa, so, when they are saying that you have to weather the storm, it's saying, since you are inside the being, okay, cells within cells. So since you're inside the being, si hata unasemanga ulitoka kwa Mungu. So if you came from God, that means you're a piece of Him. That means you are within Him. You are part of His cells. Okay? You are part of Him or Him, light, a fallen light, or whatever, demonic entity you may be following. It doesn't have to be God. What you call a God, demons love to be called a God, and what you may even be thinking is a God could be a demon, which is still okay. The best thing is to know what kind of demon you are serving, okay? So the terms and conditions on the demon that you are serving be the thing. Now, so, no, don't call me now. How dare you interrupt me? Sasa tulikuwa wapi before now they called. Sasa unaona sasa ameharibu kila kitu. Weather the storm. Weather the storm. Selassie, weather the storm. So when you are weathering the storm, it means that you will not always have it figured out. You will have days where you have to weather the storm, aka you'll have to check your weather. Okay? Neither nor. You'll have to check your internals. You'll have to connect. You'll have to participate, aka there are some times where you need to weather the storm. Okay, you have to show God that you deserve that thing, that you are willing to go through, that you are willing to be forged by fire, that you are ready to go get it. Okay, so you have to weather the storm in a positive way. That shout out to everyone in the comments. I can't see who's in the comments unless I go mahali kuna kivuli. Let me see if I can see who's in the comments. Thayo, Jega thayo, Demon ni thayo. Wanyama wako wapi? Wanyama wagani? Pauko na kutafuta kwa simu hutupatana. You are notifying her. You can Jega thayo. Nyabura thayo. Okay. No thayo, hatirio ndugi. Hamuna maswali. Nauliza muko wapi walio na maswali? Sheria, sheria, fuata. Sheria, sheria, ulizeni maswali. Fuata. Sheria. Na sasa unaweza uliza maswali. Oh my God. Tayo. Utina kiuria. Kama hakuna maswali ni sawa. Naweza sema hiyo mbogo ilikuwa enough. It was a little bit deep. You are weather the storm. Because you have to understand that you are the weather. Venye unatokanga nje unaona weather. Unaona kuna wakati kuna mawingu, kuna nyesha. All the way to ile mpaka wamama wananyeshanga. Kuna wakati wa kupanda mbegu, wazee wanapanda mbegu. So you are part of the system. So learn how to weather the storm. Weather the storm. Rastafari, weather the storm. Weather the storm. You are the weather. Dayo. Nyukogi piga hukushika simu. Na ukoro we wa thayo na uthie kanitha at the same time. Kanithari. Ukienda guthi no uthie. No riu ri he kindu gitagwo ngwataniro. Ngwataniro ni urathi kanitha. Urathi kanitha to urathi mugwatanire munyitanire undu. Na riu we ukorwo we wa thayo ri. Ucoke uthi kanitha ugwatanire undu ngiri. Tondu kanitha ndiri thayo. Gutire kanitha i thayo. Kanitha ni bara. Kanitha ni wike ngano tige. Kanitha ni waga gwika ukuona gutire maundu ta mauthi. Iyo ti thi ya Ngai ate waga gwika guguthio na asa. Iyo ni judgment. Iyo ni separation. Anyway, so ruho terms and conditions ithia cikaregana. Tondu andu ayo ni gukorwo githi kanitha in from the word go. Wayo ni gukorwo gi practice individuality. We mwenyewe na Ngai yaku. We na Joshua kirugama kita nie na nyumba yaku ni njata ciaku ciothe. Cio turari horo wacio ti Joshua ti mundu wari na nyumba tu ajie kuona atumia na makari. It is an allegory. It is when you practice the Joshua ritual of house roads. House roads koragwo zodiac ukamenya how to play with them. Okay? Ni thayo. Ukorwo wi wa thayo ndigwiciria hena kiuria kingi ndirona kiuria kingi na niciathira ciuria okorwo niciathira ni thayo no turengere video hau